At noon, darkness came over the whole land until 3 in the afternoon. And at 3 in the afternoon, Jesus cried out in a loud voice, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, which means, my God, why have you forsaken me? When some of those standing near him heard this, they said, listen, he's calling Elijah. Someone ran and filled a sponge with wine vinegar, put it on a stick, and offered it to Jesus to drink. Now leave him alone. Let's see if Elijah comes to take him, they said. But with a loud cry, Jesus breathed his last.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Amazing love, now flowing down from hands and feet that were nailed to the tree. His grace flows down and covers me. It covers me. It covers me. It covers me. It covers me. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Amazing love, now flowing down from hands and feet that were nailed to the tree. His grace flows down and covers me. It covers me. It covers me. It covers me. It covers me.
This has always been a dark service. On a normal Good Friday, we would have gathered together just as the sun was beginning to set. We would have allowed the street lights to welcome us inside, where we would have found a sanctuary dimly lit and a cross draped in heavy black cloth. The darkness of this service would have continued as we heard those chilling words from the cross, my God, why have you forsaken me? And then it would have all ended with Christ's final words, it is finished. This Holy Friday service was never meant to be a happy occasion, even though we have somehow found a way to call it good. Rather, we gather on a night like this with Christians around the globe as we remember how Jesus was crucified, suffering the depths of human pain, giving his life to rescue this world. Like I said, this has always been a dark service. But tonight, it seems even darker. The sun is still setting. The sanctuary is still dimly lit. The cross is still darkened. The usual cast of characters that makes this service are here. All of them except for you. And if I'm being completely honest, the only reason I ever make it through one of these Good Friday services is because even in a dimly lit sanctuary, I can still see your faces. Even while reading these bone-chilling and gruesome words of Scripture, I can still find hope and I can still find reassurance in your face and in your presence as we journey together. But tonight, these pews are empty. Tonight, our community of faith is spread throughout the city, much like that first Good Friday. Tonight, this service is darker than usual, which makes the death of Christ a little more painfully real. So tonight, I need a little bit of hope. I need just a small piece of reassurance. And while it's not a Good Friday poem, it is something that has offered me just a small bit of peace, a small bit of hope, and a small bit of reassurance on this day. And I pray it will do the same for you.
I used to think the wilderness would never end. I called my mom and asked, "Does time really heal all wounds? Do the pieces ever fall back into place? Does the wilderness go on forever?" So she told me about the horizon. She said, there is an edge where the earth meets the sky. And when you're there, you will see daisies in the sidewalk and the sun after the rain. I asked her to draw me a map and she cried because she knew this road was mine to walk. But she promised to wait for me, day in and day out, for as long as the wilderness raged. So I walked. And it felt like 40 days, and it hurt like 40 nights. And I waved to the people I passed there in the wilderness. We tipped our hats to one another, silently recognizing the weight we each carried. Until one day, I realized the earth always kisses the sky. And this wilderness has turned into a garden, and I have made it out alive. And my mother hugged me there at the earth's edge. And she whispered in my ear that God was a gardener and that I had nothing to fear. So if you ever ask for a map, know that God and I will be planting seeds, hoping to turn your wilderness into a garden. For as long as the wilderness rages on, I will never stop looking for you, where the earth kisses the sky.